Okay then my friends, so we made this search bar in the last lesson and it all worked, but if I then added a new codex entry, whatever, and create the entry, well, this remained in the search bar, and what I'd like to do is clear it so that a user can type again what they want to search for without having to manually delete it. Now, in order to do this, we need to listen for when HTMX is swapping content into the browser, because it's at that point that we want to clear the data inside this input field. Okay, so to do this then, we're going to come to the script tag in the outline page, and we're going to set up a new event listener outside of the Alpine init one. So let's do that by saying document.add event listener, and we're going to invoke that function. And the event that we want to listen to this time is an HTMX event, so we'll say HTMX, then a colon, and then the name of the event is after swap. Now, as a second argument, we pass a callback function that's going to fire every time this event happens. So the event occurs every time there's a content swap performed by HTMX in the browser, and in the case of our application, that happens whenever we make changes to the codex data, like adding a new codex entry or deleting them, etc. But it also happens when the chapter data changes as well. For example, adding new chapters, deleting them, editing them, even reordering them, etc. Now, we don't want to clear the search box if the chapter content gets swapped in, do we? We only want to do that if the codex content gets updated. So we can do that by accepting an event argument from HTMX, which I'll call E, and then we can check the target of that event to make sure it's the codex list. So first of all, if we open up the codex index page and we scroll to the top of the fragment which gets returned, we can see that it's a div with an ID of codex-list. So back in the outline page, we can use the event object to look at the target element being swapped and the ID that it has. So we'll say if, then parentheses, and then inside those we can say e.details.target.id, and we want to check if that is equal to codex-list. Now, if it is, then we know it was the codex content which got updated, and therefore inside this if check we can reset the state of the search. And to do that, we can say alpine with a capital A, then store, and invoke this to access a store, and we pass in the name of the store that we want access to, which is codex. Then on this we can access the different properties inside this store. The one that we want is the search property, and we want to set that to be an empty string again. And because we use the x-model attribute on the input field and we tie it to this search state, when we clear it here, it also gets cleared from the input itself. Okay then, so let's try this again. I'm going to start typing in here like so. Then I'm going to add a new codex entry, can be any old junk, create the entry. Hopefully it's going to clear that over here. Awesome, it does, because we listened for that HTMX swap event. When that occurred, we manually updated the search state, and because we use x-model, it updates in the input as well. Now, there is one more thing I want to do, and I'll show you what that is. If I click on one of these things over here, well, the details comes over here, but we have to manually scroll up again, yeah? So HTMX grabbed this content and it placed it up here. But imagine that we had a load of different codex entries, right? I'm just going to add in a load of junk, like so. And we had to scroll right down to the bottom of the page. When we clicked on one, well, imagine we couldn't see this here because we were further down. We'd scrolled further down. Well, we wouldn't know anything had happened. So what I'd like to do is listen for the HTMX event where we're swapping content into this panel over here. And when that happens, I want us to scroll up to the top so we can see that. So first of all, when we do that, when we click on something from the codex or from the chapters list, the content gets loaded in to a div right here, and that div is called modal, or it has an ID of modal. So it gets put in right here. So we need to listen for when the event target has this ID, and then we want to scroll to the top. So let's come back down to the script down here, and we'll do another if check. So we'll say if, and then inside parentheses, we're going to say e.detail again, and then .target. We're going to check the ID of that, and we want to see if it this time is equal to modal, like so. If it is, then we want to scroll to the top of the window, and we can do that dead easily by saying window.scroll to, and inside here we pass an object, and we say top is going to be 0, so we're going to the very top, and the behavior of the scroll, if I can spell that, is right. No, it's not right. Behavior, like so. I think so. And then we'll say this is smooth, so it slides up to the top. Anyway, let's try this in the browser. All right, so let me scroll right down here, click on one of these, and when we do that, yep, it scrolls to the top. So there we go. Now we're listening to a couple of different HTMX events. When they occur, we can do something, either updating state in the Alpine store or just doing something like scrolling to the top of the browser.